routes and getting those extra yards. Does that give you a little bit of an enjoyment to see him kind of trusting people out there?
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. It's funny.
I want people on this committee, guys, that can watch
played football.
Yes, that have played football, that are around football, that can tell you different teams on tape, not on paper.
So no woman belongs on the committee because
that's football. Is that what you said? That.
I want to come and have an interview with you as well. That's the reason why I'm here. So just to see your eyes for the first time. It's nice. So hopefully win this game and we can have a drink after. Don't blush, baby.
I'm not blushing.
2-1 is better than.
Hey.
Are you actually filming this?
Well, because you know what? I'm sick of this. I get this every single day, 10 times a day by rude guys like you.
I'm sick of it.
Several current and former ESPN employees have alleged sexism at the worldwide leader.
one Atlanta sports radio talk show host, Mike Bell, tweeted, "You guys are telling me there isn't a more qualified baseball player ESPN can use than a softball player? Give me a break."
Hopefully this skank Julie DeCaro is Bill Cosby's next victim. That would be classic.
I don't know what to say to that.
Why bring up your own rape in the story? Is it your way of firing back at critics who said you can't get any?
You need to be hit in the head with a hockey puck and killed. That's it.
Comments like those you just heard come more than often for women in sports media. And as women in this industry, we have it rough. We are judged every second that we are on air. What we are wearing, how we sound, how we look. All of these and more are used to paint a wicked picture of what we all must be in order to be successful in this male-dominated world. Women such as Melissa Luke and Jane Chastain have paved the way for women in this industry. And sadly, the harassment and bias that has been present for decades is just now coming to light. And that light is blinding. I had the opportunity to interview 3 amazing women who have experience in the media industry and asked them to share their stories. And like all women across this industry, it's time for their voices to be heard. It's time to see her. Amberlynn Carroll is a sports reporter at WJCL ABC 22 News in Savannah, Georgia. Graduating from the University of Tennessee in 2013, Amber is currently covering local high school and collegiate sports. Caroline Sawyer is an assistant professor at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. She has experience in sports broadcasting and has worked at major sports networks across the country. And Holly Bounds Jackson is the head of operations at SCE TV Low Country. Although Holly's passion isn't in sports, she has several years of experience in the media industry and worked in a top 10 market. First, I asked these women to share their experiences with harassment and discrimination in the workplace.
I was actually at a group setting with several different men, probably about 10 to 20 different men. You know, it was almost like I was not there. Their words and the different things they told me to change about myself, the different advancements that they placed towards me in that setting, and no one said anything. It was just kind of accepted. You know, the kind of lingo was, if you want to be in this business, this is what you've got to put up with, and we're the only way to get to the top, kind of thing.
And we had an IT person who always seemed to want to talk to me about whatever technical issue when I was in an edit bay. It was a real small room that really is made for only one person, but he would fit himself in there, close the door, and would talk about whatever problem this was. Whatever problem needed to be fixed, he always wanted to walk me through it, and he'd say, okay, you put your hand on my hand, whenever he would put his hand on the mouse with the computer. And this happened over and over and over.
I was working as a contract producer for a major network, and I was producing a sports show, and the executive producer said to me, you know, you're really smart in sports and you know a lot. You really would be good in front of the camera, but you need to lose about 20 or 30 pounds.
Next, I asked them how this harassment and discrimination made them feel.
For me, I spent a lot of time on my brain and on my ability to do things. And so I highly valued that, which it was hard to hear it being diminished like that.
You know, part of what irritates me about this is that I didn't say no. I don't know if it was that I was young, if that I was scared or what, but I never said no, but I always put my hand on his hand because he told me to. It made me feel like he was in control.
Basically, in their words, the advancements that I made with myself and my image, and I was nothing about my brains, that was really hard for me to accept, and I didn't accept it. You know, I never have accepted that.
I then asked how being a woman has affected their career as a whole.
It's still, you know, male-dominated, obviously, workforce, but we're coming in, we're showing what we know and what we can do.
We see that the size of your waist and the color, even the color of your hair, right, whether you're blonde or brunette, is highly tied to your credibility as a woman, which is sad.
You know, in this line of work, that kind of thing is going to happen to women.
Unfortunately, it's like any position where you are the minority, you have to prove that you're better.
And finally, I asked them if they had seen a change in the industry since they entered it.
Yes.
Definitely.
I definitely have.
Graduated from Tennessee in 2013, and even since then, 5 years, it's with the Me Too movement and just people coming forward and telling their stories and writing books and saying, hey, this isn't okay, and there's so many more women entering the sports world, and people are actually seeing it as a good thing now. It's a great thing.
I think what a lot of the industry is recognizing is that there are a lot of women who not only are very smart, but are very talented.
You know, what really makes me feel good is the college students I'm around now. Whenever I watch them, I think back to whenever I was that age and thought, gosh, I would have never said anything. And they really speak up for themselves.
I hope their stories helped you to understand the harassment and discrimination women face every day. We deserve more, and we will get more. This video was produced for educational use only.